little bit to me. Are you like creeping up on the room and then like
Basically,
poking
yeah.
your head around the corner, or are you just like looking at everything as you walk through to
Yeah,
make
so
sure you
like
don't bump
I'm
into
kind of
anything?
like crouching down a little bit, right, trying to kind of like if unless there's like a big light source ahead of me or behind me, right, like I'm almost going to be kind of like crouching down in shadows, trying to stay a little bit hidden, stay a little silent while I go through to like hear any weird noises, if I see anything right out of the plate, like out of place, like a tripwire or some kind of
Okay.
like an impact lever or something like that.
Well,
Just I'm looking for anything not
here's how
normal.
we'll do it. Give me a perception check in the hallway before you actually make it to the room, and then we'll do another one in the room if we make it there.
Sounds good. If good point. If we
By
make
the
it,
way, by the way, I just want to say that I'm at the rear of the
15.
party.
Okay. So that's as you're walking straight into the hallway. Now the rest of the party, give me a perception check once you're actually in this hall.
So
All
everyone
right.
roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll roll last.
What's my perception?
Oh, I actually made
I believe, majestic whale friend. I believe.
8.
No, I don't see anything.
Okay. So, Lemuria, you hear, you hear a whip crack somewhere ahead of you. You hear a very sharp snap, and you hear kind of a yelp, and the yelp's very distant, but you can just make out the whip crack somewhere ahead of you.
Okay. The yelp, can I tell? Is it like animalistic? Is it male, female?
You don't. It's very, very, very,
Okay,
very
too
faint.
big.
Super faint.
Okay. Okay. So I'll basically say, okay, guys, I think I just heard someone possibly getting tortured pretty far ahead, but it's really, really faint.
You mean there's someone being
Ooh.
tortured ahead?
Or again, or a slave. Like it sounded like there was a whip cracking and someone calling out in pain.
We need to save that person.
Yeah.
That totally
Agreed.
reminds me of
We
Rome.
can't allow someone to torture anyone any longer.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
yeah.
let's go investigate. Let's go.
Okay.
Lead the
So
way.
we'll again go ahead a couple feet, do the same thing, try and go through the archway into the room now. Perception check again.
No, you don't need any more perception checks. The hallway is
Perfect.
clear. You definitely, as you get closer to the actual room, you can hear some muffled voices and one voice that's quite a bit louder than the rest of them. And you can hear this whip going off every 30 to 45 seconds. You hear a whip snap and somebody scream out in pain. And you can
Okay.
definitely at this point tell that they are humanoid.
Okay.
Can we hear
So
where it's
can-
coming from?
It's definitely coming from the room ahead of you. Well, it's either coming from that room or somewhere very close to that fucking room, because
So-
it's right ahead of you.
I tell the guys they should probably have their weapons ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get
as-
my bow,
Just
like,
for
obviously-
shenanigans.
So I grew up in slavery, so somebody getting whipped reminds me a lot of my pain. So I stormed towards the room.
You guys actually all grew up in slavery, so
Yeah, I was going to say that.
you guys are all
But
actually.
I'll draw
Yeah,
my
I
gun.
don't know the other guys,
Yeah.
but I stormed
Ready.
towards. I'm not gonna.
Okay. So Keiko goes busting off down this hallway into the other room. Rest of the party, what are we doing?
I notch an arrow and start heading forward.
Dope. Okay, guys, you come around this corner. I'm assuming the rest of the party, you guys just follow.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
I'm at the
If
rear of the
Takai
party.
goes towards the room, still I'm gonna stay behind him
Okay.
and let him take the traps.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
I'll follow slowly, like I'm not charging. But I'll.
Yeah, well, if you're doing that, guys, I'm going to be like, give me a second. I will try and sneak up and just see if I can tell
Nah,
what's going on.
I'm gonna take the front then.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna wait.
Fly. Stop.
I'll at least keep them within
God,
my
what the-
sight.
What are we seeing?
Okay. So you guys all head towards the room.
Yeah.
Keiko charges, Takai charges. The rest of you you keep up with them, but you're not fucking running into the front lines. Got it. So you guys, as you come around the corner, you see a rather small room, actually. It's another one of these shitty, awful rooms. It isn't very fucking nice at all.
Door or no door?
It's pretty small. There's no door. It's just the end of an archway. You run down this hallway. You run into the room. There is an iron door to your right that is closed. There is an armored statue Sitting across the way, there's a bookcase sitting on the other wall, and on the far side of the room, there is another chest and 4 drows who are in rags carrying the chest, and somebody behind them, a humanoid, a male humanoid behind them with a whip cracking it behind them, screaming, "Pull faster, pull harder, we have to get out of here," this, that, and the other thing.
So
When he sees you coming, he's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Who the fuck are you, pal?
Says the person in the rear who hasn't entered the room yet.
No, you guys all into the room
Oh,
at roughly
I
the same time.
charged the guy with the whip.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Give me 1 second.
And I'm not gonna attack him. Does he have a weapon or does he only have the whip?
No, he has a weapon. He's
But
actually
has he-
really well armed. He's in
Is his weapon drawn or not?
no, it's on his hip.
Okay, if he doesn't have his weapon drawn when I get to him, I'm not gonna attack with my weapon.
Well, if
so
you
I'm
start
gonna-
charging him, he will draw his weapon.
Okay, then
This guy. So to give you a look at this guy, he's probably about 6'6". He's quite buff, like very, very, very buff. He's got some light iron armor on him in certain areas, but not really covering his entire torso. He has a large pole axe on his back. He's got a club on his belt, and he's got spiked gauntlets, like brass knuckle type things, coming off of the end of his fists, and he's holding this whip in his hand. And that's what you guys see when you come around the corner.
okay.
Roll for hotness.
For hotness, okay. 9. He's a decent looking guy.
Okay.
He's not hideous.
He looks better when you're drunk, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's alone and he's whipping 4 drows.
Yeah.
Which the drows, do they seem to like it?
They don't seem super pleased by it.
Okay.
Do
then
they
fuck it.
look?
I
They
yell
look
to
like
battle.
malnourished or something
I-
like
I
that.
yell-
Yeah, they're not looking
They
great.
they don't look like they're combat.
No, they have
Right.
chains on their hands and ankles, and
So I yell, "What the fuck are you doing with the drows? Pull my weapon out and inspirational charge the guy."
Cool. I'm gonna follow up Majestic Whale Friend here, and I'm gonna charge into him as well.
okay. So he just yells. So you guys just charge him basically. He's
Yeah.
gonna yell back, "Get them!" And you guys are gonna roll initiative.
Everyone rolls initiative.
Yeah. I mean, everyone who wants to actually, fight this guy.
Does it sound like the worst idea ever?
I'm not going to do anything until he shows a threat to us.
Well, he screams, "Get them!" and goes to pull his pole axe off of his back. When they start charging him, he reacts by pulling his shit off and screaming at the
Yeah.
drow to kill you all.
Then I'll just take a normal shot at him.
Okay.
So
Oh
Did
my
you guys all
God.
actually already roll initiative?
Yeah,
No,
but
I just rolled mine.
I forgot to add the 4, but I guess that he has 4 too. So-
Yeah. So is that plus your? Is that for your actual charge, Remy?
That's just what I rolled, so I don't know what you're adding.
Yeah,
You need to add
he needs
4.
the +4.
For movement to get over there.
Oh, +4, then it sucks.
Okay, and then Bergson, you've got
17.
17.
And then question: how far away are we, by the way?
I think the room's pretty short actually. It's only like 30, 40 foot away. Yeah, that's actually shorter than that. It's only about a 20-foot room.
I
Sweet.
never roll fucking low on my initiative.
This is my first time
Negative
rolling
1.
low.
Oh my god, fuck you, Tagai. You son of a bitch.
I thought I was
Oh,
doing
shit.
good
No,
for rolling, and then Takai comes in with the fucking snipe.
So how many errors does this guy have?
What did
when
you roll, Bergson? 17?
I rolled a 17, he rolled a -1.
Okay. Now let me get them onto the table, which I should have done beforehand, but I didn't. Drows. None of them look anywhere near as cool as this, but whatever. We'll just have all of them roll at
I
once.
just imagined night elves, so I'll use my imagination.
I feel like The drow should be helping us, not.
And we'll use that as the token for the other one, for no reason at all.
I can see it on the roll 20.
Yeah, you'll see it in a second.
Okay.
I have to get all of this shit set up first. He has... And don't fucking stream cheat either, assholes, because I'm putting their healths in over here.
Oh.
So don't be
I
fucking...
have my stream paused. I'm just.
Better close that shit.
I'll be back in a few seconds.
Okay.
Okay, we're. I mean, that's-
Okay, so there's our dudes. Rolling perception for the initiative for the first group. He's gonna... What is he gonna do? He's gonna pull his Guisarme. And he's actually gonna... Yeah, he'd pull. He's gonna pull his not his Guisarme, his poleaxe from his back and just run at you guys as well. The drow tear off towards you guys. So that's 2, and that's 15, which actually makes the
Did
6.
these
'cause he has
drows
to run.
have slaves correctly? Like they look like slaves.
I mean,
They-
they're in tattered clothes, yeah. they're not in the best clothes of all time.
So
You know,
my question would
they
be
have
like,
chains on their
could,
ankles.
could somebody do something like an intimidating roar towards them while they are running at the guy?
Yeah, sure.
You'd probably have the best chance of that.
All right, so Lemuria, what are you shooting at?
The main dude.
You're
The guy
shooting
with the whip.
You're shooting at the guy with the whip. Okay.
Absolutely.
Go ahead
Same.
and roll to hit. 16.
Now I
That's-
imagine that, being that these drow are all chained
Mm-hmm.
and together, that they wouldn't be able to move.
They're not
or
chained together.
fight.
They're not chained
Oh.
together.
They're just.
They have chains on themselves, but they're not chained together. He's got leashes.
Do
on
they
all of
have
them.
weapons?
Yeah.
The drow.
Yeah.
Who the fuck chains people up and gives them weapons?
Well, they all have clubs.
So
on
their
belts. They
movement,
don't have
their
anything.
attacks or their movements wouldn't be restricted because of these chains.
Well, no, they will be. Their movements won't be so much. They have pretty,
But again,
long
we're
ankle
pretty dang
chains.
close, like 20 feet.
and you're
right?
literally like
It's not-
15 foot from them. So,
Well, I was just wondering if like.
so anyways, 16. A 16 bounces off one of his pieces of armor.
Okay.
Does not hit.
Might have been a bad idea.
Oh, hot damn. 17
Okay.
for my next initiative.
Feel the
Gotcha.
fucking pain.
Remy,
Yes, sir.
you
So-
charge. Ah.
I charge. Berg, I get another +1 from your battle cry, right?
You
Yep.
get a +1 to attack and a +1 to damage. On the first
And you
attack.
get +2 from charging.
Yeah.
But you get -2 to AC.
Okay, so actually then I get plus.
So that's a hit.
So
18.
Inspiring charge doesn't actually say that it's a normal charge. It just says you get +1/+1 in my.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a charge. So goblin or not goblin, drow is what we're dealing with here. 18. You shot the big guy, right?
Yeah, the big guy.
Why are you getting a +8 on your damage? Oh, charge. Right. Never mind. 16 or 13 damage to him. Okay.
And
So-
Move for.
So while I'm running at this guy, and from my initiative roll, I must be running in like slow motion.
Yeah.
I'm fucking doing.
Well, no,
the big-
you've made it to him at this point. You
Okay.
just can't get a
I'm-
swing
I'm,
on.
I'm doing the biggest shout towards not him, intimidating shout towards the fucking drow, saying we're fucking helping you. Stand down or something like that.
Okay. What was your initiative?
My next attack, I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay, this is with a two-handed pole axe, right?
A
Or
pole
pole arm? Why are you not rolling any kind of plus for that?
Because I naturally have +5 and then you're -5.
Is it -5? Oh, it is -5. You're right. Okay.
You ask me
So-
this every day.
That's really imba, actually, but yeah. Okay.
So what,
Actually, I like this character a lot.
Yeah.
what did you ask?
So
So
some people are.
I didn't ask anything. So the drow have all
So-
charged forward
yeah, I
with
did
their
the
master.
intimidating thing.
Yeah, they
when
didn't.
I got-
They didn't react at all. They didn't. They hear
Nothing
you. They hear you
to the
screaming at them, and they continue to just charge you guys with their clubs.
rest of the side.
They run up, and they're actually running 2 towards the whale.